movies. That'll break your mother's heart.
I don't know what to do anymore.
You do what your heart says you have to.
That's The Fabelmans. It's coming out this Thanksgiving. It's based on filmmaker Steven Spielberg's life. And to celebrate the movie coming out this Thanksgiving, we have Liz Schuster here in the building with us from Tenacious Eats. And you're a pretty big Steven Spielberg fan.
Huge fan.
I can tell.
Huge fan. I think
This is awesome.
I mean, like, my whole life, I can remember what Spielberg film came out in my life. Like, I won't say how old I am, but I remember when Jaws came out. I mean, he's like he is the father of the blockbuster, right?
He is.
The big movies we remember and that resonate with us. So I thought, what better way of celebrating Thanksgiving than to have a Spielberg Thanksgiving?
I am so down for this Spielberg Thanksgiving. I mean, are you going to go see The Fabelmans?
Of course, of course. I'll be like right in front, waiting in line.
I think I'll be with you. I watched the movie trailer this morning and it looks so good just to see that battle of artistry and being free, but also wanting to do what your parents. It's just, it looks like it's going to be great.
I mean, we could all relate to that, right?
I think we all can.
Well,
100%.
And food brings us together, right? So if you're doing food and movies, this might be fun for Thanksgiving. Before you see The Fabelmans, go through all, maybe pick 3 family favorites, have everybody vote. So we have Jaws here, and this wasn't my idea. Somebody else I know came up with this. This is a charcuterie board.
Well, I like what you did there.
I could not have written Ready Player One if I had not grown up on a steady diet of Steven Spielberg movies. It would have been a different story, or I might not have written it at all. His work is woven into the fabric of my life. Everybody, I think, who dreams of making movies dreams of getting to work with him. It's a dream come true.
So last year we were invited to Thanksgiving at the Andersons. I was stoked. That's my holiday. We invented it. So I'm like, pass the stuffing. And it's not stovetop. And I'm like, what? I wait all year, 364 days, to enjoy delicious stovetop stuffing. It's what makes Thanksgiving Thanksgiving. I had to get out of there. I faked an attack of scurvy. Scurvy works every time.
When it comes to Thanksgiving, this is ground zero. Without the lady you see here, there might never have been a National Thanksgiving Day. This is Sarah Josepha Hale, and we are, by the way, in Newport, New Hampshire. Sarah Hale came from Newport, born here in 1788, married a local lawyer. The couple had 5 children, but her husband caught pneumonia and died. Local Masonic order raised funds and set her up as a milliner, but she hated making hats. This time, she wrote a novel. The novel took place in Northwood, New Hampshire. In fact, it was called Northwood. It was a big seller. And in 1828, Sarah moved to Boston, where for the next 8 years, she edited a magazine called The Ladies Magazine. The Ladies Magazine was bought by Louis Godey, and he lived in Philadelphia, and he folded it into his publication, which was Godey's Ladies Book. Sarah Hale became the editor of this magazine. Now, Godey's Ladies Book became the most popular woman's magazine in the entire United States, made Sarah Hale a rock star. She had celebrity, honor, respect, power. She knew the A-list of the time. She knew Oliver Wendell Holmes, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Washington Irving. She was on personal speaking terms with President Lincoln himself. At the start of the Civil War, Sarah Hale wrote an editorial in Godey's proposing that Lincoln proclaim a national day of Thanksgiving. And in September of 1863, she wrote a personal letter to Lincoln, stating such a holiday would become a great Union festival. And Lincoln agreed, and from 1863 on, we have celebrated the holiday.
When I was a kid, Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday. All you had to do was eat.
Chris, pass the macaroni and cheese.
And sleep. Everybody in my family loved Thanksgiving, except my mother, because to her, it was just more work. But this year was gonna be different.
All right, guys, family conference. I just want to let y'all know that if you think all you're gonna do this Thanksgiving is sit around and eat and sleep, you had another thing coming. Uncle Lewis is coming over, and I'm not doing all the work by myself.
What do we have to do?
I want everybody to make a dish.
I'll make the rolls.
I can make the cranberry sauce.
Which means she can open up a can and dump it in a bowl.
You can spend some time to make your mashed potatoes into the Devil's Tower. I call this means something mashed potatoes.
Okay, well, and I'm supposed to be helping you
Yeah,
sculpt,
and like Richard Dreyfuss did in the movie, just need to keep sculpting it,
Just
sculpting it,
sculpting,
yeah. And then after that, for cocktails, which really brings a family together.
It does.
I love the movie Catch Me If You Can. That's one of my favorites. So I thought we'd do kind of a retro 60s cocktail. This is an aviator. How perfect is that? It's a little elderflower liqueur, a little gin, lemon juice, and
smells
cherries.
phenomenal.
It's delicious.
Well, catch us if you can. And these deviled eggs look like so much fun, Liz. How did you make these?
Okay, those are wasabi dinosaur eggs. So instead of the normal deviled eggs, a little bit of wasabi, a little mayo, a little mustard, of course your egg yolks, and I use spicy bread and butter pickles on top. So, and then I used a little bit of tea to color the, to color the egg to
It
make
looks
look like
great. And you had me at wasabi because I like spicy. I like spicy pickles. Wasabi definitely packs a punch. So
I think your Aunt Bertha will go crazy if she puts one of these in her mouth. She might need an aviator.
You're right. She might need a little bit of something else. And then, to top everything off, you have E.T.
E.T.
The Reese's Pieces. A classic.
This is a chocolate mousse pie made with Reese's Pieces. So, you could go crazy with this. You could do a layer of peanut butter. You could do a layer of whipped cream. Let the kids decorate it. Spell out E.T.
That is super cute.
Have Aunt Bertha after she's had an aviator try
She
to
can
spell
use
out
that.
E.T.
Aunt Bertha.
Movies are dreams that you never forget.
Sammy?
The lights change how everything looks. It's hard to find our house.
Ours is the dark house with no lights.
In this family, it's the scientists versus the artists. Sammy's on my team, takes after me.
What kind of movie are we gonna make?
You dismiss what he does. It's playful or imaginative. You could afford to be a little encouraging.
She should have been a concert piano player. What she got in her heart is what you got.
You can't just love something, you also have to take care of it. It's more important than your hobby.
Can you stop calling it a hobby?
Mom got a monkey.
Why'd you get a monkey?
Because I needed a laugh.
You always have to be the center of attention.
Stop shouting at her!
That has been nothing but disrespect from you. I'm your mother!
Family, art. It'll tear you in two.
You stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart.
I don't know what to do anymore.
You do what your heart says you have to.
What was your favorite part?
In a world that is bland, colorless, and cold, where banality grows like a fungus or a mold, there live the boring sheeple who look just like each other. A darker force rides into town, unleashing demon brothers. Here come the little deviants. They come from underground. They're rising from the depths to take those sheeple down. The sheeple are compliant and make for fine ingredients. For customizing anything, here come the little deviants. These are the little deviants.
Chris, I want you to make the mac and cheese.
I don't want to make mac and cheese, and I don't want to be the one to mess it up. I like living here.
Next to turkey, the most important dish at our Thanksgiving dinner was macaroni and cheese. Making good mac and cheese wasn't cooking, it was science.
This year's Nobel Prize nominees are Dr. Wan for the cure to cancer, Dr. Stravinsky for the discovery of the missing link, and Chris for some good macaroni and cheese. And the winner is Chris!
That's okay, baby. You'll do fine. All you gotta do is follow the recipe.
Sounds to me like a recipe for disaster.
Welcome back. More than 19,000 people have signed a petition against the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade featuring transgender performers. The group behind it is called 1 Million Moms. They label the parade as transgender extravaganzas, what they're taking on, saying this year's holiday parade will potentially expose tens of millions of viewers at home to the liberal LGBTQ agenda. Here to react to Lions Defending Freedom President Kristen Wagner. Kristen, what prompted this action? Is it just their presence at a parade that's known for wholesome family activity?
I think that's part of it, but Disney's box office flops like the Marvels, as well as Macy's inclusion of a non-binary transgender character in a parade, is just another example of an ideological war that's being waged on families. And customers are saying they've had enough. But it seems that corporate brands that were once trusted just still aren't getting the message. So I think you're seeing parents stand up, rise up and say, we're going to parent, and we expect our family-friendly events to truly be family-friendly and not teach our children values that we object to.
Kristen, what do you say to people who go, well, you got to be tolerant to all, be inclusive to all?
We're all about tolerance and inclusivity, and what that means is that it shouldn't be corporate brands that are waging propaganda on our children. Right now, we're seeing in the entertainment industry, at Disney's hands, as well as even in our school system, we're seeing propaganda being waged that plays out in secret transitions that are being facilitated without parents' knowledge. We're seeing curriculum and books that are being used in classrooms designed to confuse children about who they are and who God created them to be. So I think, again, it's an issue of parents saying, we're here to parent, and this ideology isn't just existing in a theory or a vacuum. It's playing out on the ground, and it's very destructive.
So, Kristen, there's talk about societal, and then there's box office. You referenced it. The Marvels movie rolls out, and it's done absolutely terrible, and it's one of those message movies of political correctness and the transgender element to it in a game that used to be about series used to be about superheroes. Avengers Endgame, for example, big success, $357 million. The Marvels rolls out, $47 million, an epic flop. Do you think this backs up your theory?
I think it does, absolutely. I was just asking my son last night, tell me about some of these movies that have been flopping. What do you think? And he says, they're just bad movies. They are all about the political correctness. They're all about propaganda. Kids see through it and parents see through it. We need to understand very clearly that these ideologies that are being peddled in films and in our school systems are designed to pit children against their parents. And it's time for parents to not stand on the sidelines, but to truly use their influence.
so beautiful. I don't know how you do it. We just got this pie from Ingles.
Well,
I don't want to wear this.
You're going to wear it because your grandma made it for you.
Ooh, that's not good at all.
Where is your mother?
all right, move it or lose it, people. Get the cranberry sauce.
9 minutes.
Oh, you know, we manage.
All right, drum roll.
You okay?
Yes. Why is he asking if I'm okay? Well, we now know who will be this year's halftime performer at the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving Day game.
The drum roll going, and it is none other than country icon Dolly Parton.
I'll see y'all this Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Way. I am
That's awesome.
so excited.
Oh, I figured you would be. Dolly Parton is going to rock the Red Kettle halftime show this Thanksgiving. The Dallas Cowboys made the announcement this morning on Twitter. Earlier, the Cowboys were kind of dropping some hints with a picture of a star-studded football. See, I said she was in the movie Rhinestone Cowboy. So that makes sense.
Where that came from.
Yeah.
Look how cute she looks.
She's all decked out with the little visor.
She is just.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's.
Dolly Parton spent $1 million on this plastic surgery procedure. When it comes to enhancing her looks, she spared no expense. Beginning with her face, she underwent a nose job that sculpted her signature cute and petite nose, while a chin surgery reshaped her jawline, granting her a more defined profile. To restore youthful radiance, she opted for blepharoplasty and a facelift that gave her a rejuvenated appearance. But Dolly's dedication to perfection didn't stop there. She continued with lip fillers to plump up her lips, as well as Botox injections to maintain a smooth complexion. However, it was her body she spent $1 million on, specifically her breasts. She underwent a breast augmentation, which became one of the most prominent changes, followed up with a breast lift to enhance the size and shape of her bust. Additionally, she opted for liposuction and hip surgery, resulting in a more proportional figure.
Going to kick off the Cowboys' Red Kettle campaign.
I bet we get to interview her.
Oh, you will get to interview. Yeah, that's all you. And sing your second version. Pick another song.
That's what I got to sing with her earlier this year. Yeah, just hanging with Dolly. Don't listen to my singing. I can't wait to hear her. And she's got the whole rock star album now, so it'll be fun to see how she does a little bit of country with a little bit of rock and roll.
Happy Thanksgiving, brothers. I know as you listen to this, the pain of facing another Blue Monday is much tempered by the joy of the approaching 3-day work week. Admit it, you're going to take Friday off, aren't you? I've never made that my habit. My philosophy is it's easier to get things done when the office is as empty and quiet as a ghost town. Besides, that's Black Friday. You can sit in the safety of your office while throngs at Walmart and Target trample themselves to snag that big screen TV they don't really need. But hey, it's a bargain. But we all know there is a deeper meaning to the holiday. It's a time we can set aside to be with friends and family and to be thankful for those relationships, as well as the bounty of our country, which most of us share. And what's Masonic about that? Many lodges celebrate with a Thanksgiving dinner, or like my own lodge, provide one to a deserving family or group who might not have the means to celebrate with the rest of us. It's a springboard into a season of giving in which we can practice the second of our tenets of brotherly love, relief, and truth.
One little, two little, three little engines. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little engines.
Halloween is over. New York City is moving right on to the next holiday, Thanksgiving. And the annual parade will be a bit different this year, there will be more of it.
Yeah, sure. Well, the parade's going to start a half hour earlier than usual, kicking off at 8:30 Thanksgiving morning. Macy's revealed today the parade's going to consist of 48 character and novelty balloons, 26 floats, 12 marching bands, and 5,000 volunteers who make it all happen.
We all know the story of the Pilgrims and Indians celebrating the first Thanksgiving. First in the New World, it may have been, but it was not the first United States Thanksgiving since, at that time, the U.S. did not exist. Brother George Washington proclaimed that first U.S. official Thanksgiving celebration in 1789 when he declared November 26th to be set aside not to be thankful for the nation's bounty, but to give thanks for the newly adopted Constitution. Washington also enjoined people to, quote, unite in most humbly offering our prayers and supplications, beseeching God to pardon our national and other transgressions.
You know what, sometimes what you leave out of a story is even more interesting than what you leave in. That happened when we were in Oxford, Maryland. Learned that the pride of that old town was one Robert Morris Jr., the financier of the American Revolution. Years ago, we used to go down to the county library to get a picture of a bird like that, but now we just use the internet. That's where I found this picture here. Now, the caption said it was a shot of the Greek god Mercury handing a bag of loot to Robert Morris, the financier of the American Revolution. Well, that's just a tiny part of a much bigger picture called the apotheosis of Washington. Now, apotheosis is a Greek word that means to make divine. In other words, this painting shows George Washington becoming a god. Now, I never knew that happened. But there it is for all to see, painted under the most famous dome in the whole country, maybe the whole world, the United States Capitol. Now, the most interesting part of this particular heaven are the folks that live in it. Now, you'd expect to see Moses and Abraham and Ezekiel and that crowd hanging around, but not a single fella from the Bible's up there. Now, Minerva, the Roman goddess of crafts and wisdom, is shown delivering an electrical generator and batteries and a printing press to Benjamin Franklin, Samuel Morse, and Robert Fulton. And Neptune, the Roman sea god, and Venus, the goddess of love, are shown helping to lay the transatlantic telegraph cable. I'll bet you they were a big help.
Although celebrated off and on, usually unofficially, from that time forward, Thanksgiving did not become a permanent official U.S. holiday until Brother Franklin D. Roosevelt proclaimed it so in 1939. So once again, happy Thanksgiving, brothers.
We have the whole Masonic family out here this morning welcoming us here inside the Bond Hill Recreation Center. And joining me now is Kelvin Davis. Kelvin, you're the second highest ranking Mason in the state. That's correct, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And tell me a little bit about what's going on here today. How proud are you of your organization right now?
Well, what we are, we got, like you said, 750, 800 baskets composed of Masons. We got Ordination Stars, our female organization, and our youth, Pythagoreans and Girls Assembly, outreaching, giving baskets out to the community at large.
Absolutely. And tell me, why is it so important for your organizations to touch the community, particularly this time of year? We know so many people throughout our community, unfortunately, go hungry. So how did this whole thing start, and what's it like to see it grow every year?
Well, we started, many years ago, we've been giving out Thanksgiving baskets. And, we did it in our little silos. And then we started coming together as a community, as Masons, as Eastern Stars, our Pythagorean chapters, and similar youth, and said, let's do this collectively. And we start outreaching more and more to those who might be a little less fortunate than us.
Now, there's some other gods, but not a single prophet, apostle, or even a lower archangel in the whole 4,500 square feet. All I know is what I read on the internet, but you hear a lot of talk these days about the religious beliefs of our founding fathers. Now, those boys may have been as devout as saints. We'll never know. One thing's for sure, you'd never tell by looking at Capitol Dome.
Lucifer, what is your problem?
Just that, sir.
Okay.
I'm a Christian, sir.
I'm pure and virtuous and wholesome and innocent. How can you say anything bad about me?
Sir, you need to be born again.
I am born again.
Now, did you just say that you were Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy...
Virtuous.
Virtuous. Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh,
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light.
No.
And you're,
hey, what
you're
about those
confirming
hospitals?
It. You know what, sir? Jesus said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, we did not do these good deeds in your name. And you'll say, away from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you.
Jesus said it?
In Matthew chapter 5.
Mercy.
No.
That's hard to believe.
So you're a Christian and you don't know that? Actually,
no, I really am.
You are.
Because I'm pure and virtuous.
You're pure and virtuous, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. In other words, you're perfect without Jesus, right?
No.
Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
Well, he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes, he is.
Is he the only worshipful master?
Yes.
Have you ever been called worshipful master?
No, because I've just been too busy. I've been working.
Working?
Been working to help people.
What
like
kind
you.
of work? Okay.
Get out of here.
See, this is what a Mason confesses, is that Lucifer is light.
Yeah, the kickoff to the parade starts at West 77th Street and Central Park, and the show will make its way down 6th Avenue, ending in front of the iconic store on 34th Street. But the big news is the star who will kick off the holiday season. It's Cher. Now, the superstar singer will perform just before the end of the parade with a new holiday song, just before the arrival of Santa Claus.
Yeah, Cher's not only getting ready to release a 25th anniversary edition of her album, Believe, she also dropped her first album in 5 years, aptly titled Christmas.
Love it.
Oh, my mother said, Cher, when you get older, I wish you'd hurry to get older so that you would settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man. You know, it's like I don't have to marry one.
Uh-oh, sorry, that one was a half-breed. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Injuns. 10 little Injun boys.
I am so glad we invited the Chippewas to join us for this holiday meal. Remember, these savages are our guests. We must not be surprised at any of their strange customs. After all, they have not had our advantages, such as fine schools, libraries full of books, shampoo. How? I am Pocahontas, a Chippewa maiden.
An Indian.
Enough said.
You are watching a demonstration of the most authentic cap pistol in the world. It has exclusive fanning action and shoots safe shooting shells with greeny stickum caps. The gun and hip-slung Mattel holster are specially made for a fast draw. All of Mattel's shooting shell fanners and holsters carry the true stamp of the Old West. And every boy will walk tall when he wears a holster and pistol with a Mattel brand.
You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
I am Running Bear, betrothed to Pocahontas. In the play.
20 grand for summer camp. He's Mr. Woo-Woo.
We have brought a special gift for this holiday feast. I am a turkey. Kill me. What a thoughtful gift. Why, you are as civilized as we, except we wear shoes and have last names. Welcome to our table, our new primitive friends. Thank you, Sarah Miller. You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Your hair is the color of the sun. Your skin is like fresh milk. And everyone loves you. Stop! Sit. Wait. What? We cannot break bread with you. Huh? Becky, what's going on? Wednesday! You have taken the land which is rightfully ours. Years from now, my people will be forced to live in mobile homes, on reservations. Your people will wear cardigans and drink highballs. We will sell our bracelets by the roadsides. You will play golf and enjoy hot hors d'oeuvres. My people will have pain and degradation. Your people will have stick shifts. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims. Especially Sarah Miller. Gary, she's changing the words. And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
Our top story tonight at 5:30. It has been years in the making. The Tohon tribe has the green light to bring a resort and casino to Kern. 17's Christian Galeno has more on the multi-million-dollar project that hopes to catapult the tribe's economic prosperity. Christian?
Yeah, Chris, well, the Tohon tribe has been waiting for this to happen for years, even decades, and it might not right the wrongs committed against the Tohon tribe, but it's headed in the direction to improve the lives of its more than 1,200 members. The Tohon tribe is the only federally recognized tribe in Kern County.
Health and housing support are two of the greatest needs that we are seeing our tribal members with.
A third of the members are under the age of 18 and over half are living under the federal poverty line.
Since we heard that the governor was ready to concur on the gaming compact, I didn't realize I've been holding my breath for 10 years.
Tommy Burst has automatic bolt action. Fire off a burst of 10 shots. Pull the bolt again, you're reloaded. Or fire single shots like a rifle. The Tommy Burst alone is $3. In the detective set, you also get the Snub Nose 38 and Snap Draw shoulder holster. The pistol fires greeny stickum caps and shoots safe shooting shells. The exciting new Tommy Burst detective set includes wallet, badge, and ID card. $7 wherever toys are sold. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
You know what? That's it. You've had your chance.
What?
Mom, Dad, Ross smoked pot in college.
What? You are such a tattletale!
Mom, Dad, you remember that time you walked in my room and smelled marijuana?
Yes.
Well, I told you it was Chandler who was smoking the pot, but it was me. I'm sorry.
It was you? And Dad, you know that mailman that you got fired? Didn't steal your Playboys. Ross did.
Yeah, well, Hurricane Gloria didn't break the porch swing. Monica did.
Ross hasn't worked at the museum for a year.
Monica and Chandler are living together.
Ross married Rachel in Vegas and got divorced again. I love Jacques Cousteau. I wasn't supposed to put beef in the trifle.
I want to go.
That's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds. All right, Joey, if you want to leave, just leave. Rachel, no, you weren't supposed to put beef in the trifle. It did not taste good. Phoebe, I'm sorry, but I think Jacques Cousteau is dead. Monica, why you felt you had to hide the fact that you're in an important relationship is beyond me.
And we kind of figured about the porch swing.
Ross, drugs, divorced again.
What happened, son?
I got tricked into all those things.
Act normal.
Y'all wouldn't have seen a stolen food truck, would you?
No.
Oh. Someone stole the truck. Broad daylight.
Put your seatbelt on.
Seatbelt.
People's safety.
We're stealing a chip truck.
I do not give a shit. Put your seatbelt on. We're not going.
Let's go.
Apparently it was full of chips. I've never seen anything like that.
You're good thieves. Best in town.
Oh, thank you.
It is a small town.
Tell your friends.
I don't have any.
Go get some then.
Okay. We could be in California as soon as 2 months.
California, here we come.
You and your thuggish friends. What are you gonna fight for? Nah, I just no idea.
What? What? You guys watching this? This will be like a month.
What kind of gang was both red and blue?
Indian Mafia couldn't make up their minds if they want to be Bloods or Crips more. Maybe they're Blips. Or maybe they're Cruds. Hey.
It's easy to be bad. Like the man. It's hard to be a warrior with dignity.
We're making them drop when the Glock go pop, pop, pop. Bullets can't be stopped. That let them in shock when the Glock go pop, pop, pop.
Chandler, you've been Ross's best friend all these years, stuck by him during the drug problems. And now you've taken on Monica as well. Well, I don't know what to say. You're a wonderful human being.
Thank you. No, thank you. And Monica and Ross, I don't know what I'm going to do about the two of you.
I'll talk to them.
Economic prosperity for the tribe will come in the form of the long-awaited 52-acre Hard Rock Casino and Resort, greenlit by Governor Newsom on Monday.
You can go to Cabo San Lucas. I can go to Lake Tahoe. All of these destinations that are typically associated with, vacationing, but Kern County is now going to be on that list.
The $600 million project set to be built along Highway 99 near Mettler will bring about 2,000 jobs during its construction. After its grand opening, about 3,000 jobs will be available for tribe members and Kern County residents.
We have a great local development agreement with Hard Rock International and the Tohono Tribe that is about a $220 million value to Kern County over the next 20 years.
County Sheriff and Fire Department substation will also bring the necessary public safety to the area.
It's a tremendous opportunity for them, for not only their people, but they have created a project that's going to be meaningful for us all.
Outside of course, the actual venue is the opportunity for Bakersfield specifically to be opened and recognized within California.
It's also an opportunity to recognize the original stewards of the land amid an ability to correct historical wrongs.
Maybe not so much a correction. We've lost too many people waiting for this. We've lost too many tribal members over the last 10 years waiting for this. I can't see it as a correction any more than I can see it as finally something that we've been patient coming through, something that the community sees as right and the governor sees as right.
This bar has absolutely everything. Oh my God, absolute everything!
That bathroom is amazing. A gold toilet? And I can't believe you have a servant just to wipe your butt.
I don't.
Oh, explains the attitude and why he did such a slapdash job. Rusty, I always thought you were poor. I actually brought Steve here to try to make him appreciate what he has.
That is truly funny. Because I have been bringing my family to your house every Thanksgiving for the same reason.
How did you get so rich?
It is the land.
Children, can't stop it! You're destroying my text!
He's not a team player.
Well, he's a special child, but he needs friends.
He needs friends like this?
I pull $18 million of copper out of the ground every year!
This land? The land you got from Grandpa? Weren't we supposed to share this land?
You two are my only grandchildren. All I got to my name is $20,000 and a piece of land your sissy great-grandpappy won in a game of kickball against some So, you two decide who gets what. The sweet 20 grand or the crap land.
Rusty, we both clearly want the money, so here's what we'll do. I'll hold a number behind my back. If you choose correctly, then you can take the money.
Okay. 2.
Nope, 11. I get the money. Hey, peace. I'm out of here. Yo, can I get 2 Jellos for me and my Gramps? You tricked me!
Stan, you inherited $20,000. What did you do with it?
I lost it. Not in stocks or bonds, but in the old-fashioned way. Left it on the bus. Look, the point is things clearly didn't work out fairly. We should share this land.
Stan, I am sorry about the way things worked out, but I don't...
You can do my wife!
What?
Think about it. White Francine. No limits.
Stan, this land was given to me fair and square by our grandfather.
You mean my grandfather? You shouldn't even exist! Like male nipples! They're worthless! They're driving me crazy! Every time I look at them, I feel like a lady!
What is the line between the virtual world and reality? Technology is accelerating the convergence of the two worlds. Introducing Xiaomi Wireless AR Glass Discovery Edition. It takes the lead in realizing a true wireless AR connection, pairing with smartphones with a single tap. Experience more freedom with a cord-free design and realize unprecedented freedom. Retina-level near-eye display for AR glasses, driving forward the seamless crossover between virtual and real worlds. Features electrochromic lenses, Immersed mode. Enjoy complete immersion in your virtual space. Transparent mode. Enjoy a vivid AR experience. Self-developed Xiaomi AR gesture control with precise spatial detection. Place virtual objects anywhere you want in the physical space. Drag and zoom freely. Flip pages by flipping your fingertips. Grab and drag TV images onto your glasses display. Turn off smart lights in your sightline using gestures. Put the world at your fingertips and master the virtual world. Xiaomi Wireless AR Glass Discovery Edition. Redefining the boundary between virtual and reality through innovation.
I beg your pardon.
Time, effort, money that is being expended by Satan and his minions to implement his agenda.
A future that Ernest Cline, the writer of the book, envisioned. I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.